Are you guys ready? FNCS, the Fortnite Global Championship. This is it. What Super Bowl is to the NFL, what Wimbledon is to tennis, FNCS is at the heart of Fortnite.
Woke up, had a banana, won $3 million, no big deal.
When it comes to the Fortnite Global Championship, it is the biggest event of the year. You get it once a year, and everybody competes year-round to be here on this stage.
The FNCS is a lot more meaningful, holds a lot more weight.
If you want to make a name for yourself in the Fortnite world, you have 2 chances a year to do that, and one of those was in Saudi. This is the high-stakes make or break which every Fortnite competitive player dreams of winning.
There's definitely a lot of challenges, like you got to adjust to jet lag. Playing in front of a crowd is definitely different to playing in like your bedroom, and also just like kind of trying to cope under like the pressure of everything.
At this tournament, players compete as duos in the traditional and more well-known Battle Royale format. 50 duos, 100 players, and only 1 team wins. They play 12 matches across 2 days. They earn points by getting eliminations and placement points. The duo with the most points at the end of the competition will be crowned champions and known as the best players in the world.
I think every team thinks which not respected competitively. I think everyone thought we would have just been like a free wipe, we're just gonna bottom the group. But I think like we can actually like compete.
Feeling ready? I'm not talking about this video.
Oh, you're talking about globals?
You win globals, bro? Nah, you have doubt in yourself. That's weakness, bro. No weakness. Think Tom Brady had any doubt in his ability? You've got to believe you're gonna be able to on Peter Boy. Come on, man, you need the mentality. Mentality of a killer.
But what if he laughs in my face? What do I do?
So, laughing 10 minutes when you're in the lobby. That's what you said.
Then what if I'm in the lobby?
I'll get you next time, bro. You'll win this one. I don't know. Don't let him. You won't be in the lobby.
What if I lose 12 games in a row? What do I
Don't. No, so what do you want?
do? I just take my
Brady lost the Super Bowl. He went there undefeated all the way. Tom Brady had the most devastating, embarrassing loss in football history. You know what he did? Came back and won 4 more. If you want to be the best, you got to think you already are the best.
You see it especially in Fortnite, where a lot of them are very young. A lot of them forget the mental game, especially in like competitive. You see it because it's obviously frustrating. You die the first 3 games of a tournament. You're like, oh, it's all over. I just got to make a big play. But yeah, I think self-belief is very important.
Alex and Worthy are an interesting duo. They're this powerhouse team in OCE, but in the grand scheme of what is Fortnite, they're this team that I feel like falls to the wayside because OCE is treated like this region that like barely exists.
Yeah, it's obviously really hard because, you know, coming from OCE, none of the other regions in the world like respect our players. And, you know, to be fair, with some credit, we've never placed, which is hard for our players because they have to try and first prove that they even deserve to have their own landing spot, and that would only come with a good placement. So it's kind of chicken and the egg. They've got to do something first to earn that respect.
I'm playing med. Yeah, I'm chilling. They're looking. Holding. I'm throwing a shockwave on them. 1 HP. Yep. Literally 1 HP on this kid. Yeah.
It hit him while he was over there. Like all the Fortnite people in Australia were expecting a lot from him. And just that realisation that everyone back home is expecting you to do well and sort of counting on you to do well, and especially OCE is regarded as not a very good region. So everyone was sort of hoping Alex would do really well to put OCE on the map, and that pressure hit him over there. And we went out for dinner and he was telling me that he said, yeah, that pressure got to me. And he said, I couldn't cope with it.
I travelled halfway across the world just to see the Power Boys compete.
I'm rooting for Alex and Worthy. I'm really hoping for a good placement. I just think they're really aggressive and sort of different from everyone else in NA.
All right, gamers, to the stage. Put your phones away and go to the stage.
I think Alex and Worthy have improved a lot, and coming here last season for FNCS, they're bound to go ahead and do better than they did then.
I feel like everybody always takes them for granted and like they think that they're underdogs, but I think they're here to dominate.
I've seen so many people wearing Power jerseys, so many people, wearing the merch, wearing the apparel, being here and just seeing everybody, meeting the fans and stuff like that. It's just so awesome because I've done it 5 years.
What up, guys? I can't come down, sorry. Hey, Lachlan, I think they want
Like, you go into it thinking you're gonna do good, but realistically, in NA, our best placement was 15th in the Cash Cup.
Yo, what's good? I'm here with Dead Last.
What'd you say?
I'm just kidding. Hopefully you guys do good. But Malabuka and Mustache,
They're not that good.
they're really good.
They're not that good.
They're really good.
Forward, Texas! Let the world hear you scream!
It's Alex, it's Worthy, and they're putting OCE on the map.
These are the guys conning us. These are the guys. These are public enemy number one, chat.
Of course, they're landing at that restored reels there. I said, Mustache, you're a little bit concerned about being contested. He said, I feel like we're better off being contested by Alex and Worthy.
And I'm confident, and I think we're gonna win.
It looks like the game is just about to kick off here. Let's jump into match number 1.
My biggest rival probably be Malabuka because he's contesting me off spawn, so I need to smoke him.
Malabuka Mustache versus the powered Alex, the power Worthy. Meanwhile, a quad contested drop spot for PWR Pollo. Clicks and Vino, of course, just feeling out the playing field right now. Oh, they're actually looking dazed. Boys looking dazed. Malabuka and Mustache are clawing their way out. Meanwhile, Alex saves his trusty teammate here. Alex right there. Right there. Oh, Alex got it. Knocked though.
We're going into it. We're gonna get dead last again. It's over.
We died off spawn twice in a row.
Mustache, he's got his eyes set onto Alex's head right now, and that's going to be his first elimination here.
They landed on us. They disrespected us, and we gotta show them who's boss.
And just like that, we are back in it. Game number 6.
Get the Alex, turn around. Alex with the first hit. Yeah, he got us the score. We got it. Alex says, screw it. I'm going for it. Finds one tag, hitting it the second, of course. He can, and he secures the dub there.
First few matches of the day, certainly not going their way.
Dude, those off spawns were so good though.
I mean, we killed them all. We killed them
twice.
Tomorrow, don't worry.
We take that.
6 out of 6 tomorrow.
How are the games though? Are you feeling like the competition?
They're not that hard, bro.
I mean, a drop spot is just where you're landing on the map, right? But then naturally, there's only so many spots on the map. So certain people are contested. Well, being contested is just someone else is landing where you're landing. And you know that usually beforehand, like what happened with, the Power Boys at Globals. They knew they were landing in a spot, and this other team also wanted to go there. If you're really good, most people will be uncontested because no one wants to mess with you. They'll hope to get you later in the game. They don't want to fight you on spawn.
We were contested by Malabuka and Mustache, who were like a top European team. But then what would happen is once we would kill them off spawn, there was these 2 teams that were like landing next to us.
Oh, Alex,
These teams would know exactly when our fight was happening and when to clean up. So once we would finish fighting Malabuka and Mustache and we killed them, we had no loot obviously because they're the best players. It's kind of hard to wipe them instantly. So then these other teams with max loot would just come in and instantly kill us.
Alex, Worthy, the Power Fellows, they don't even get to rejoice in their celebration coming out on top because Agers and Rise have arrived to the party.
and they kind of go, all right, the best Europe teams, best NA teams, leave those ones alone. OCE team, yeah, sure, sounds free. And it wasn't free for him, but the thing is, nobody wins.
You're contested by Malabuka and Mustach, two of the best players in the world. So, but what do? Like, you show weakness if you move, if you go somewhere else. That just reinforces that Oceania's really bad. So, like, again, credit to Alex, and I'm proud of Alex. He's decided to fight it out, show strength and stand up to Malabuka. And Malabuka's these players have got massive egos. They all just persevered and just landed on a spot together and just fought each other, and none of them did any good. But their egos wouldn't let them move.
Yo. Let's get it. What's up? Nothing much, ready to dub out. Ready to play something.
So if you could prioritize competitive or content next year, where's your priorities?
Probably a bit of both.
Yeah, 50-50?
So I've had my channel for about 7 years, I think. In the past year, it's blown up exponentially. I've gone from 30,000 subscribers to now 140.
Today we're reacting to the youngest Fortnite Pro player, which is me. And I'm joined here by my boss man himself, Lockie.
What's up here? I'm the one who signed him.
You're the reason I'm probably on this video, to be fair.
Probably in the video.
I'll probably focus on it more, but I still want to do good comp-wise.
Is the income better from competing or better from YouTube?
It's a lot better from YouTube. The prize pool in Fortnite's not really livable, and it's not that good in OC. In Europe and America, it's good. If you win, you can definitely live off it. But in OCE, you can't. So you kind of have to pivot towards more content like streaming and YouTube if you want to actually pursue it as a career.
I think if your one goal is to be the very best, it could potentially be a distraction, but I would think it's a mistake. Content is a far more sustainable thing. I would 100% be pumping out content if I was that good. I'd be doing everything content first, content first, content first.
People want to watch really good gamers at the game, and they also want to be entertained by watching people play their favorite video games. It feels like a natural fit, almost to say you want to watch the best people playing sport. That's why you watch TV.
Welcome. This is my office. Well, it used to be. This is where I recorded all my videos from 2016 to 2020. I remember just watching a lot of gaming content back in 2010, 2011, and I would just sit there and watch people play Modern Warfare 2, and then Minecraft started to take its own kind of place on the website. People would just upload themselves playing Minecraft, and I remember watching them all being like, wow, this is cool. Doesn't look that hard.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Craft Battle Duty here with my first Minecraft video.
This is where I would pretty much wake up every morning, get a coffee from the kitchen, sit here, and start grinding. I think I remember the last couple videos I ever filmed were just after my Fortnite icon skin came out, which was definitely a huge moment. That happened right here.
I don't know how I was going to stream this.
And so for my whole mission back then, and still to this day kind of, is just to have fun while making these videos. It wasn't super competitive in nature. I definitely dabbled a little bit in recent years, but I think back then it was all about just having fun. Yeah, so balancing content, competitive Fortnite aspirations, and school.
Yeah.
And sport. How's that going?
I'd say it's going pretty good, but...
Yeah, I'd say your sport's lacking.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Maybe you play Fortnite better than your pickleball.
You never know where your journey is going to end, but I think he's already really well aware of a lot of the struggles and stuff that can come from it. Obviously, Lachlan's a good, sort of advisor. Seems like he has a good family around him, which is all very important. Because a lot of these young kids, they start blowing up, they get their first paycheck, they blow it on a fancy car, and then, in 6 months, they're, oh, no one's watching me anymore, I've got no money. So I think he's already lucky in the sense that he's got a good community around him.
You should try, obviously still focusing on competitive, but I think you've got a lot of potential with content. It's kind of like what we were chatting about earlier today, where it's you can't be the best forever.
Yeah.
So it's you can always still make great content.
Active. Dead. Tight free. I'm 16, so I need a chaperone to go to tournaments. So my dad fits the bill. He's good to like talk to. I can like kind of debrief with him almost like after tournaments if I'm like thinking about something. It's like easier to clear my mind having someone to talk to about that type of stuff.
To be honest, I am not feeling good, but I will not tell Worthy that because I need him to be confident. I need to have a talk with him about stuff that he can improve and get his feedback on stuff that I can improve as well.
How does that make you feel when you're seeing him go through all this pressure?
It's okay because I can see that he can deal with it. I was nervous at the begin with. Like there was an extraordinary amount of pressure on such a young boy, but over time I started to realise that he could cope with the pressure. He actually seemed to thrive.
So when we first started with yourself on Power, you actually made like Minecraft intros, didn't you?
I was like very interested in like a career in like motion design. So I was like, oh, I see all these like cool people making these like Minecraft intros.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I want to do that.
Worthy is an OG. He's kind of an enigma in some ways because he's like, when we first signed him, he had this kind of profile around being the best aimer in the region. His aim was like regarded as just this caliber above everyone else. For me, I just wanted to try and get him to the global stage and enable him to see what that would look like because I saw a lot of talent in him.
I've been competing for like around 5 years. So I've been here since the start. I competed in the first ever tournament. I'm 21 now. So I've been playing for a long time. I've kind of like want to pursue what I think is best, which is content.
How are you finding like the whole content creation journey? Because you weren't really doing like content for Fortnite when we first signed you to Power, or even before that.
I wish I did at the start.
I tried to convince you earlier, didn't you?
I know, I remember. You said content is king, Yeah. But the thing is, I never thought to myself like, oh, I could never stream, I could never do YouTube.
Wait, why did you think that though?
I don't know, I just didn't feel like I had it in me. Like it wasn't like something I was like interested in doing.
Yeah.
Like it was just like confident, I was like, you know, just move on with my life.
You just wanted to be good at the game and that was it.
I do think content creation will be what sustains me in the future. There's a lot of examples as well, such as Lachlan, like Laserbeam. Like if you just look at their YouTubes, it's just crazy that comp would never even get to that point. Well, unless you're like the very, very best, such as like Peterbot, like comp's only gonna get you so far.
For you, and I say this to Alex, I say it to Ludo, I say it to Volks, like because you guys have that competitive, like you're actually really good at the game aspect. What you have to remember is like 0.000000001% of like the actual people that play Fortnite. That's how good you are. Like you're on the global stage.
Yeah, like separates like, oh yeah, I should watch this person over.
100%. You have like authority in like the scene. It's like these are the actual pros.
My plan is a lot more focus on content.
Yeah.
Like you said before, content is king.
Yeah.
So focusing on content and less on competitive is like definitely the way.
And more gym.
Yeah, more gym.
For me, it's like winning is a bonus, and I think it's part of their journey, and we want to be part of that part, but I think what we're doing with our content side is what really matters to me, and if they're still down to be in videos and everything like that, then 100%.
All right, well, every game tomorrow, win. And look, maybe you don't win the whole thing.
But we win 6 for 6, bro. That's
6 for 6,
good
that'd be pretty cool.
Good content.
You wanna know how I'm feeling? You wanna know how I'm feeling? Yeah. I'm feeling like it all comes down to this. Legacy's on the line. I think back to moments. This game's all about moments. Fortnite's about moments. I think back to the World Cup, the young Argentinian king fighting to push his family's life over, fighting for his destiny. I think back to even earlier yesterday, Swizzy, all the adversity he's faced, fighting up against the best duo in the world, Peter and Poy, in a 1v2. He did it. This game is about moments. Fort Worth, are you ready for a moment? No. Fort Worth, I said, are you ready?
When I really lock in, it's like the crowd doesn't exist anymore. It's just me and the game. And that's when I play my best.
already. It's looking excellent for the Team Power boys.
Luca managed to throw down a couple of metal walls just for the nick of time. Alex and Worthy fully in control now of restored reels.
Get a little mustache! Yes! Come on, get him!
On day 2, we ended up just dominating them off spawn at the start. They went from like top 15 to like 40th in the tournament.
Malabuka and Mustache fall yet again to Oshi.
However,
there are still 3 more games to go. We have already seen the leaderboard in first place change between 2 teams, and we do see that there are other duos on that leaderboard that are within reach.
It's not smooth sailing. You don't just get to the top just cruising. You go through some enormous roller coasters and you hit some really bad lows, and because things don't go to plan all the time. But these players must just pick themselves up and just keep going, because they wouldn't be in the position they are now if they didn't.
Kanata and Cooper, this is the earliest we've seen them go head-to-head up against Alex and Worthy.
Oh, and Alex died. Hey, power up, chat, power up.
Match 11 coming right up. Power, Worthy, and Alex kicking things off, continuing their domination. It was Worthy who was flying in here. He didn't stand a chance. Match 12 is here, and the competition has never been closer.
Hoyo and Peterbot, that'll be first to the top.
Oh, Worthy died. Alex dead. Yep, Alex dead. There it is. Last game, chat. That's not going to be the greatest.
Joe standing between them at this point, and Peterbot finds his 3rd victory royale on the day, but most importantly of all, a global championship.
The undisputed 2024 champions,
With game 12 over, Alex and Worthy ended the tournament in 45th place. But thanks to their efforts, they managed to win most off-spawn battles against their rivals, Malabuka and Mustache, who dropped from 17th on day 1 to 39th on day 2.
This world, it's so unkind. One day you're king, the next you're crucified.
When I lose, I don't think, oh, this game sucks. I think just like, I should be doing better and improving myself. So that's what's keeping me coming back.
Would have been good to, maybe see them in an end game. Didn't quite get that, but I was super proud. They were taking on 2 of the best players from Europe and held their own. So to me, that was like a huge victory. Some good off spawns.
Next year, bro. Next year. Come on.
No.
Bro, it's like game 1, we're like, go. Yeah. And then we're like, there's a team on our head. What do we do?
So you never thought at any point of swapping? Because even though you're winning on spawn.
He was like, why are they not switching? I was like, they have a strategy?
No, because we lose respect. It's like,
beta syndrome.
Wherever else we go, we're not prepared, and these are the best players in the world.
I would like to see us win some type of world championship at some point. Imagine, there's someone up on stage lifting a trophy and they're wearing a power jersey. I'd still love to see that through, but that one might take a little bit longer.
Go next. You reckon that's good? Easily, GG's go next. Sure.
No, Alex.
Yeah, sure.
How do you feel about your 45th? How do you feel though?
You didn't have to do that.
How do you feel about it though?
Thank you. It is what it is, bro. At the end of the day, you win some, you lose some.
There were actually quite a lot of Power fans there. It was very cool to see.
Have your jersey?
Alex, you have
Bro, I don't want to take it off. I'm sorry.
Alex mainly was one of the first people that I watched, not only for Fortnite, but also because I love him as a person. If they were not contested, I think they would have done better, but sadly they were. Alex and Worthy not winning an event would not change my image to them at all. I love them no matter what. They're the best in the world. Nothing could change that.
My man, I've been told I got a gift for you.
I've been watching you for 2 years. And
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You've been my favorite for so long. I told my mom when I was younger that I only watch positive people, and you're the only one I watched back then.
Thanks, fam. That's really nice.
Yeah, the fact that he looks up to me is pretty surreal. because I don't like think about that type of stuff too much. But when you actually see it happen, it's like quite like surreal to see.
Wow, there's so much. Thank you, bro.
Since Sydney, yeah, I mean, I think a lot has changed since then. I'm more focused on content and doing better content than before. But lately, I've realized like how important it is to set goals, because if you don't have any goals, you're kind of just pushing for nothing. But even if you set like unrealistic goals and you don't achieve them, you'll still realize that you achieved a lot.
I think that was a big advocate for because I think I really like it.
Wait, no,
I think that's about it.
Oh, I long for the day that my tears are gone. And each day that goes by.
Hello. Look how good he looks, bro. Like, wow. Jesus Christ.
Really, just stop fake laughing for no reason. We did not deserve this spot here, I'm telling you. We should be back there.
What am I doing? Chill a little when you play against me.
Huh?
You play me first game. Can you like chill a little?
No, first thing.
Rolling it. That finished. Sleeve.
Those little what's up?
Look at them, they can't stop laughing. They've been laughing all day, and they're just not taking it seriously.
Wait, why is he never play? So you actually aren't good?
No, not good.
You're actually the freest lick. No, don't say that shit. 100 right now? Mums? Like 2-0 lead. Alright, bet. Let's do it. Bro's put on his sunglasses to lock him. It's 8-0, like total.
No.
You haven't scored 1 goal on me. Good luck.
Good luck, bro.
Good luck.
Amen.
Oh, I can light the world up, one spark at a time.